Hello, welcome to your weekly Wednesday entertainment show, Studio 76. I'm Marvin Walker.
And I'm Blake Keller.
Well, we have Halloween coming up in a couple of days, so you know that means it's time for haunted houses.
There's many haunted houses around the city, but one in Ogden City that is really haunting, Cammie Barnes went to take a look at.
In Ogden City, haunted houses are against the law, but Lazarus Maze is no ordinary haunted house. Casting director Mike Sheen says this interactive theater experience is quite unique.
It's not a quick boo, roar type of scare. They're actually working on getting mentally into their minds and creating fear from the inside out.
And this old rundown building seems to be the perfect setting. But even the building has a unique background.
We're in the Historic Exchange Building, which used to be Weber County Mental Health. We do our haunted house based off of a fictional haunted house called hospital called Billshire Mental Hospital.
Oh, and there's one thing I forgot to mention. There has been reports of paranormal activity inside the building as well.
I watched a gentleman go up the stairs and I went chasing after him because we do not allow anybody upstairs after opening, and got up there and there was no one there.
The creators tried to make this experience as real as possible. There's even a special mode of transportation. And if you're coming from Salt Lake, this hearse can pick you up at the Frontrunner station. It provides a very unique experience. So if you think you're brave enough to face a real haunted house, come down to Lazarus Maze. If you dare. From Weber State News, I'm Cammie Barnes.
So how do you feel about taking rides in hearses?
Hearses? I don't feel for that at all. Nah. But
Haunted houses are a big activity during the Halloween season.
oh, definitely. Kaylee Connors actually went to Haunted Hollow and got the inside scoop on how the spooks scared the living daylights out of you, actually.
Welcome, my children.
This man, Steve McCloskey, plays Freddy Krueger each night. It doesn't take much for him to make people terrified.
I'm there just coming out from wherever I can to give you that fear that I'm there and you're not escaping me.
Austin Clark is portraying a butcher and has different tactics for certain people.
If it's girls, then yeah, it's pretty easy to scare them because you just got to be kind of vicious. But if it's a dude, you have to go all out on it and get all scary.
The spooks love going all out scaring people, but they do have a couple rules to follow. Some of these rules include staying in character, not touching any of the customers, and
Don't say boo. Because I know if I'm going to a haunted house and somebody jumps out and yells boo, I'm going to be disappointed.
about 70 spooks haunt the Haunted Hollow on busy nights. Cast director Alicia Smith knows all about the different characters.
We have from clowns, and then we have some bats back there. We also have people in like the graveyard, so they're like zombie kind of people. Then we have some crazy people that are up in the jail cell.
And what does the Haunted Hollow staff think is the best attraction?
Most people are afraid of clowns.
I say witches is the funnest because you make most of the guys scream like little girls.
You can go see what you think the scariest part of Haunted Hollow is through the end of October. From Haunted Hollow, Kaylee Connors, Studio 76.
This Haunted Hollow thing has been open about, I think, 11 years, and this is the first time they actually had some professional makeup artists. Did you know that?
I didn't know that. That's pretty cool that it's been open 11 years. Another thing about makeup artists that's actually interesting is about our next story. If you're looking for something creepy to do, Rachel McAllister has a story, but they do a lot of creepy things with their makeup in this show.
These seats may be empty now, but they'll soon be packed with an audience eager for one spooky show. Last-minute measurements are being made to make sure this award-winning show will remain in your nightmares. Dancers are warming up for Odyssey Dance Company's one-of-a-kind Halloween spectacular, Thriller. Artistic director and creator Daryl Yeager tells us what we can expect with this year's production.
Yeah, we added this year. We have Dev Manukian, who is part of our cast this year, who is he was on season 4 of So You Think You Can Dance. He's from Utah. He's amazing. He's a b-boy, and we actually created a Ghostbuster character for him, and he does a couple of segments that are just amazing. Yeah.
Under the moonlight, it feels like that almost stopped your heart. You try to scream.
Daryl says if you think you've seen all the numbers, think again.
We also have a new piece called Team Jacob, which is based on the Twilight series. We thought, and we actually magically transform the Jacob into a werewolf on stage right before your very eyes, and you won't know how it's happened. So,
If you missed it at Weber State, Daryl says the haunting is not over yet.
I hope those that didn't get tickets will come here to Kingsbury Hall and see the show here.
Thriller runs now until October 30th. From Kingsbury Hall, I'm Rachel McAllister, Weber State News.
Wow. You see that clown?
Yeah.
Man, you can actually grab those tickets at www.kingtix.org.
On to another part of the show. Apple unleashes a ton of new technology this week.
Google and Sony aren't going to stand by without their own big announcement.
It's time for your Weber State Tech Update.
Last week, Apple unveiled plans for its 2010 schedule of world domination. Starting with the new Apple MacBook Air, they are aiming to revolutionize laptops. The new Air will weigh less than 3 pounds, along with 5 to 7 hours of battery use. The biggest change? No more traditional hard drives. Instead, Apple opts for a solid-state flash memory. Other Apple news includes the addition of a Mac Apple Store, similar to the mobile app store, which will be used to download Mac-specific apps and keep them updated. Not to be outdone, Sony and Google teamed up to announce their first television with built-in Google TV. But Tech Guy, what is this Google TV you speak of, and how do I Google? Well, it's Google and it's TV. And if you don't know how to Google by now, go ask Twitter. Starting at around $600 for a 24-inch, this TV has the works. But what really sells it is internet connectivity. Along with searching through Google, users will be able to access Hulu, Twitter, Netflix, the usual suspects. Also, users will be able to download Android apps. So in essence, you're paying for a glorified Android phone that's not really a phone and has reruns of The Wonder Years on Nick at Night. Finally, a company in England set a new Guinness World Record by tagging over 7,000 people in a single photo. See, this is why they tell you to be careful with who you add on Facebook, because you have no idea who someone has tagged or poked in their past. For Weber State Tech, I'm Justin Tafoya.
He likes the new MacBooks. He thinks they're lighter, and he likes where things are going. Me personally, I like PCs. I don't really like the Macs. What about you?
You don't like Apple?
I don't like it.
Get updated. Get into Apple, man. Come on now. On her recent trip to Washington, Rachel McAllister found a farm with a goat named Blackjack, who is truly one of a kind.
Just outside of Everett in Arlington, Washington, you can find Foster's Produce and Corn Maze. Well, Foster's has everything from a pumpkin patch to locally made crafts and honey. The people come to see their goat. Standing on a balcony, Blackjack the goat waits impatiently to be fed. Just put a quarter in the machine to dispense some food for the always hungry goat. Dump the pellets in the can and Blackjack does the rest.
Wasting me time, doesn't it?
Tourists love to stop in and see the goat at work. All Blackjack had to say about his job was... From Foster's Produce in Washington, I'm Rachel McAllister, Weber State News.
Well, there you have it. If you happen to be in Arlington, Washington, make sure you stop by and see Blackjack. Looks like he eats a lot of food during the day.
Man, that goat looks kind of talented. I bet you can't eat that much.
Probably not.
Well, that is your weekly Wednesday update of entertainment. Again, I'm Marvin Walker.
I'm Blake Keller. Thank you for stopping by.
We'll see you next week.